You think life is about carrying these books and carrying a stinking attitude around school? Let me tell you something. You're not worthy of tying my shoelace. And even if you tried, you'll never be able to catch up with me. I'll always be here and you'll forever be here. Do you understand me?
I Met a Girl is the movie I'm reviewing today, and this movie is executive produced by Ruth Kadiri, produced by Precious Kadiri, and director of this movie is Akan Akinbon. Guys, a very quick recap of this movie is a spoiled brat who was kicked out of the family when he misused. A quick recap of this movie is a spoiled brat played by Maurice, who was kicked out of the family after misusing property by the father. Now, what happens to him when he lost all source of income and well-being provided by his parents? So this is what this movie is about. What I like about this movie, I'm not going to even waste time reviewing this movie because I want to say a lot of things, but I still don't want to say a lot of things. So I'm just going to make this review as short as possible as I can. Yeah, I'll start with the main character, Chinonso. She played Kimberly in this movie. I love her role, the way she embodied this character. She wasn't rich, she wasn't pompous, she was arrogant a bit. Even though, I mean, you're a poor girl, that's not me, you know, the rich must always override you. I think that was the character she was, you know, trying to hold on to, and I think she embodied it. I enjoyed her character in this movie. I don't know, I hardly see her in movies, so seeing her here, I enjoyed her role. Another character that I enjoyed very much was Sir Chris. I read somewhere that this man is a lecturer in the university, so maybe that's why, you know, when he speaks English in his movie, you can hear every tonation, you can hear every word that he says. So I enjoyed his role in this movie, and the scene that I loved very much was the scene he actually pushed this scene out of the house and he was actually fighting him. That scene was really good. I love that scene so much. This man can act. He really can act, and I'm praying and hoping that producers are paying him very well because he has been putting his all in whatever role he's been given in movies. So I love his character in this movie as well. Another thing I love about this movie, location and cinematography. I'll join everything together. Cinematography, brightness of this movie was so good. Colors of this movie was so good. I'm like, okay, what do we have here? The color, brightness, and beautiful shots actually of this movie. Then also we talk about location. The location, I just love the school. When you're shooting a movie, shooting outside your comfort zone is hard. So YouTube movies that go all out, especially shoot movies outside homes, do super well. So shooting this movie in a school, the department, class, there were students. Look, they did well. So location wise and extra cast of everyone was so good. And not forgetting, what I also love again is that at the end of the movie, Ruth or whoever edited the movie made sure to put the extra students, extra parties. Like most times in YouTube movies, we don't see the extra cast that they use in the movie. They just treat them like props, like they are non-living things that we don't know that they are human beings. We need to know their names, which is really bad. And if you've watched all my reviews, I always call it out and I don't like it. So yes, seeing that, you know, Ruth put all the students, all those who were partying with Dixon at the beginning, everyone's names were in the cast, and that was really beautiful, and I appreciate that. So everyone is important, even if now Okapas, even if now Okada, everyone you use in a movie and that is a character should be credited. So that was good. I love that about this movie. What I don't like about this movie, before I even start, please don't jump me in the comment section in case you watch this review. Omo, what is the difference between this movie and You or Me movie? What is the difference? The same. Trust me, there's no difference. When I start a review by not saying the story, the lesson, and the message, that should tell you that practically there's nothing substantial to hold on to when you watch the movie. So when I start a review without saying story, message, lesson, that should tell you that this movie is like lightweight. So yeah, this is one of them. This movie and You or Me movie is the same thing. I see no difference between the two. Even though when you watch both movies, you will enjoy You or Me better than this one. That's my opinion, and I think that is what it is. Another thing I don't like about this movie is Maurice Sam's character. I know Maurice Sam fans will not like this, but if you watch this movie, this is not Maurice Sam. Sometimes when Maurice Sam is acting out of his comfort zone, it becomes cringing to watch. When you watch this movie, there's two parts of Maurice Sam in this movie, where he was a gangster, arrogant, and spoiled brat, and when he became cool, calm, loving person. So the spoiled brat, arrogant character he played, trust me, there was nothing special about that. It was not funny, it was not interesting, he wasn't in character. You could not relate, you could not feel what he was doing. Something was just off with that. I was not feeling it at all. Another thing I didn't understand about this movie, which I did not like, is after they pushed or they sacked Dixon out of the house, the mother always call and meet him in her car. Now my question was, why wasn't the mother funding him, giving him money to feed, take care of himself, or sustain himself for the meantime before they resolve whatever they have going on between father and son? He wasn't taking any money from the mother either. The mother was also not giving him any money either. It was like, are you saying that the mother does not love the son that much to cater and make sure the son is okay? What is the correlation between sacking your son out of the house and just meeting him and saying, okay, go and apologize to your dad, and have you taken care of yourself? Where are you staying? After even meeting your son severally, you didn't even find out where he lives, where he stays, who is taking care of him. You don't know the well-being of your son. How does this movie relate? How is it related? Does it make sense? I don't understand. What is going on here? So yeah, that's one thing I do not understand. I don't think I will ever understand. I do not like. Lastly, but not the least, two things I'm going to talk about is the size. I don't know what happens to my normal using the right size of a YouTube movie, using the right size of YouTube size movie or YouTube videos. I don't know. So the size was off for me. Lastly, but not the least, is the costume. When I say costume wise, I'm talking about Kimberly's costume, as well as Dixon himself's costume and other sub characters in the movie. The only people's costume that was really good was Dixon's parent, that's Sir Chris and of course the wife. Their costume was good. Every other person's character's costume was off. I'm like, a rich guy dressing gangster and everything looks very cheap on him like this. Nah, the costume and the lady, the hair, the makeup, oh now wow, everything was just off. The costume department in this movie was off. So yeah, so yes guys, on that note, I'm rating this movie a 3/10. If you have time, you can watch the movie. It's not time consuming either. I think it's less than 1 hour 50 minutes. If you have the time, you watch. One thing that is always good on YouTube is that even if the story is bad, the acting is bad. If you use a character that YouTube fans love, like Maurice Sam, Sarah Martins, if you use these people, even Ruth Kadiri, Sonia Uche, if you use these popular faces on YouTube, the movie is bad, the storyline is bad. If you use these characters, you are going to get your views, you're going to get those numbers. So this is one movie that the story is bad, the acting is bad, but because it's Maurice Sam, the views will always go up. And obviously also Ruth Kadiri has a very massive support on YouTube. She has that compassionate fans on YouTube, so definitely her movies, whether good or bad, she is going to get those views. So yeah, on that note, thank you guys so much for watching this review. Subscribe to my channel, leave a comment if you comment a movie you think I should talk about, you think I should review, you think you need my opinion on them. Leave them in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up if you have a different opinion about what I have said about this movie. Definitely you should leave them in the comment section. This is an engagement platform, so definitely my opinion is not the end of whatever I say, neither should yours be either. So guys, I'll see you all in my next movie review.